Good evening, everybody. If you're new to this channel, my name is Wolf, and I am back here at Hancock Campground in Lincoln, New Hampshire. Once again, playing around with my Coleman Camping oven in like 25-degree temperatures here today. So I got a question here. Can you use a Coleman Camping oven to bake chicken in the middle of winter? And I'm going to find out. I don't know how all this is going to work, but I'm going to find out. Right now I got to preheat the oven to get up to at least 350. Notice I've got a cover on it. This helps insulate it a little bit, especially in these cold temperatures. I also have a couple fire bricks I sometimes put in it, but that's more for baking bread. Right now I don't need that because I'm baking chicken this time, so so I'm not going to put those in. Plus I want this to cool down faster so I can put it away faster. But we'll let that preheat. As you can see, there's a fair amount of moisture in the cover right now. We'll let that preheat, and then I got a nice big split chicken breast that I'm going to stick in there and see what happens. Don't mind the noise from my furnace. Not much I can do about that. It's cold. Alright, so this is the pan I'm going to bake it in. And this is the chicken itself. Nice big chunk. Yeah, probably a lot of food for me, but a filling meal. Okay, so the chicken's in the oven, and it could take 40 to 60 minutes, probably closer to the 60-minute mark. So let's see. It is right now 4:37, so 5:37. So around 5:15 is the earliest it could possibly be ready, but it's probably going to take longer than that. So we'll just see what happens. I don't know what to expect. I don't know if it's going to bake properly or if it's going to burn on one side and be undercooked on the other. We'll find out. I decided that every 10 minutes I'm going to come out and flip the chicken over. That'll hopefully keep the bottom of it from burning. That's what we're out here doing now. Also going to throw some seasoning on it too while I'm at it. For some added flavor. Some Italian seasoning. I had one of my subscribers say I don't use seasoning, but what's this? This is seasoning. I do in fact use seasoning. Italian. I got some minced garlic. That chicken breast over. Without burning myself, preferably. There we go. More seasoning on this side. Put it back in for another 10 minutes. Smells good already though. There we go. Alright, I just got back in from flipping the chicken a second time, so now it's got probably about 20 minutes or so left on it. So we're going to start cooking the other parts of the dinner. So what we have here, mashed potatoes and corn. This is a really easy dinner to make because to make those up, all I need is some hot water. So that's what we're going to have. We're going to make up a pot of hot water here. Right up to that fill line up there. The full line. You have lots of hot water this time. Should do it. Alright. That's it, because what I'm going to do is I just mix the water in with the mashed potatoes. Easy enough. And for the corn, I'm just going to put it into a pot and pour the hot water around it, and that'll heat the corn up right in the tray there. So, and the chicken's in the oven. It's actually a really filling but easy to make dinner, so why not? It's time! Alright. So, fix up the mashed potatoes now. Fork for that. Second. About there, okay. The mashed potatoes are real easy. Just add some hot water to them, and they're good. The corn's real easy too, really. Really. Get the pot out. Put this down so I don't melt the plastic table that I'm still working with. Corn in the pan. Pour the hot water around it. Till it starts floating. That's all there is to it, making the corn and the mashed potatoes. And chicken is got about 8.5 minutes left for this next cycle, which will bring it up to 40 minutes. We have dinner ready very shortly. It's looking real good in there. So I'm gonna poke at it a little bit here. I gotta get a meat thermometer. That's one thing I definitely need in this van I don't have, is a meat thermometer. So we gotta work on that too. Always never growing to purchase list for this van and no money. Oh well. We have some roast chicken here. This is definitely too much food for me. But, oh well. That does still have the bone in it, so not that much food. Alright, now it's time for some gravy. For that, got one of these packets of gravy again. Extra there. This is going to be a good dinner. Very filling dinner, but a good dinner. Okay. So we do it with a whisk, so we got a whisk. This is something you can get away with when you're just by yourself. If you have other people with you, I'd recommend moving this gravy into a gravy dish and distributing it among other people. But I'm by myself. I can have all the gravy all to myself. Wish I had another root beer with me. Oh well. They brought the one, and that was on the first night of this trip. Yeah, this is how you make a split chicken breast based baked chicken dinner while you're camping in a Coleman oven. The big question is, how does it taste? Come on, you. Yep, that worked out. About 45-50 minutes in the Coleman oven. It's cooked actually pretty good. So I finished dinner, finished dessert, washed all the dishes, got all that done. Now we gotta get that trash over. So like I said, I'm not keeping this smelly chicken bones in my van all night. So I do. Where's my trash barrel dripping? Okay, that's not supposed to happen. I do like this setup though, other than the fact that having it dripping on me, but I do like this little barrel anyway. Yeah, there seems to be some moisture in there. Okay, that's a problem. We'll have to look at that one, but anyway, there we go. all comes right out. But yeah, the bag comes right out. And back here, my roll of tie here. Bag tie stuff. Cut off a piece of that. And tie it off here. And get that out to the trash out there. And get the headlamp on. So I'll be able to see where I'm going, but I'm not going to bring you guys along because you won't be able to see anything anyway. Oh my god, it's cold out there. Probably walking down to the dumpster without my jacket was not one of the brightest things. Oh boy, 16 degrees, but I grabbed the oven on the way in here too, so I can fold that up and put it away. So this ham radio net. If you're not a ham radio operator, that probably means absolutely nothing to you, but a net is kind of like a meeting, but it's done on the air rather than in person, so we can all talk on our radios. And this is a digital radio net. So it takes place over a digital radio system. So in the back of the van, I got a little box that has one of those little Raspberry Pi microcomputers in it. And it has a little board with a transceiver on it. So they got quiet in here. The furnace just shut off. So it's got a little transceiver in it, and it's connected up to the to my little cellular modem back there. And I can put my little handheld radio, which is also digital, on the same frequency as that transceiver back there. And I can talk to a bunch of people across the internet from RF out over the internet. So that's what we're going to be doing tonight. First, we got to log into the little gadget back there. Yep, the furnace is back on again. But anyway, this is the net. It's all digital. Coming out over the internet. The person you hear talking is actually in Middleton, Massachusetts, and I'm up in Lincoln, New Hampshire, and I can hear him on a handheld.
There are multiple internet-based links with at least 3 seconds of latency.
So he does this, he takes a list of check-ins, and then we go back down a list for comments. He usually offers a question for us, things like that. So yeah, it could be kind of interesting. So we'll be talking more about some of these ham radio things as we get more into the new year here. Because I know there's been some interest in that, so we'll go through some of this stuff. We'll get you guys all acquainted for what I do with the ham radio stuff. And tonight is just I'm not doing a tutorial tonight. I just wanted to show you what I'm doing here. We're gonna say good night to you. With that, remember, slow down, enjoy life, and always be kind. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a good night.